Hello everyone, my name is Rob. Welcome to my channel, I Farm Ugly. Today I've got a really ugly gate here. The hinges have just gone to pot, broken off. Let me show you. So originally all I had was a bottom hinge and a top hinge on this gate. Years ago this bottom hinge broke off flush with the pole, so I rigged up that system. That worked for a while. And at that same time, I added another hinge in the middle to make it a 3-hinge gate. But that piece pulled out of here. This is pretty thin metal, but it makes a strong gate. So when that pulled out, then I just had 2 hinges. Well, now I only had 1 hinge because this hinge pin, hinge bolt, whatever, it broke off in there. So my plan is I'm going to put new pipe on there to receive the hinge pin, pivot point, whatever, and then I'm going to reposition all of the hinge bolts in the building. So let's see how it goes and just how long it takes me. That's the bad part. Well, I have the gate here in the shop, and I'm going to build this, put some extra metal on here where the gate pipes, the pipes for the hinge are going to go. Let me show you. Because this one tore out and that one's all mangled and torn up. So I'm going to work on heating this and bending it around to strengthen this. We'll see if that works. You may wonder, how do I decide how long I want this piece sticking out on this side? I just eyeball it where I want it to end, and I just walk it around. Kind of hold it steady. Does not have to be exact. There's no need to measure. There we go. This is a fairly heavy gate, and cattle are against it in a contained lot, so it needs to be nice and sturdy, and I don't want to have to do this again. Okay, I'll cut that off and I'll set up another piece just like that. So the part on the gate, I make this out of just tubing, round tubing. This was actually a pull rod for a grain auger gate on a grain bin. This is pretty thick walled stuff. It's a little thicker than what I've used before. But yeah, I just take these, 2 pieces, cut them 2 inches long, and then weld them together on both sides, and then just weld it to the gate, and that has worked well for many gates, several gates that I've built. To my way of thinking, this is the most important aspect of the whole thing of three hinges. I use a rod to go through each one of these, and I get them lined up so that when you do put it on it, and I will get all of the hinges, the hinge bolts lined up, and but this is the key to it. You don't want one that's over this way, over one way too far, or sticking out too far, or twisted, or whatever. You'll never get it on the gate on the hinges. So this is just one pass of weld. I actually like to do 2 passes to spread it out wider so that it braces this better. Gets a bigger footprint than just putting a bead way down in the crack. I'll show you my second pass on this side because it looks a lot better than the first one that I showed you. And I did do this weld myself. I didn't hire somebody to do it. That's me. That looks a lot better that time. I shouldn't have showed you the first one. So finish up the other side and weld the bottom, and this gate will be ready to take back over to the shed.